Bart.
All right, movie draft time. Stephen King celebrates his birthday September 21st. He was born in 1947. So we're going to be doing a movie draft here where we're choosing the ultimate triple feature of movies based on Stephen King's work. And as I look at the scores, Frank will get to go first.
Yeah.
And then Brandon, and then myself. So Frank, what is going to be your first Stephen King movie?
It's like you can't really go wrong with the first one, but I'm just gonna go with this one because when it was on ABC, it scared the crap out of me in '90, and that's gonna be It.
Well, it was a TV series. That's not a movie.
But it became a movie later, though.
So you want this one?
Right, but I'm just saying, like, my first experience with It was the TV series, and that was honestly, that scared me more than the newer ones did, even though that got pretty wild. But yeah, It.
Yeah, the newer ones are pretty fucking nuts. Hello. All right, Brandon, what's your first pick for Stephen King triple feature? It is off the board.
So I'm going The Green Mile.
Ah, Michael Clark Duncan and Tom Hanks. You know, I've never actually seen The Green Mile.
It's good. It is good.
All right, I get to go back to back here. So I'm going to start with. We'll do a little Stand By Me.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna start out nice and easy. Something that's not a horror movie, with a great cast and just a great movie in general. And you can tell this is obviously I downloaded this one that's not a. It's not.
Pecado de una estará.
It's not the English version. But then as my second movie, I'm gonna go. Here's Johnny. The Shining, which apparently
he hated.
Yeah, I was gonna say Stephen King freaking hated the movie version, but whatever. All right,
Probably
back.
because he was high on cocaine when he watched.
Back to Brandon. What is your next pick for your Stephen King movie draft?
I'm gonna go with The Dark Tower.
Ooh, I didn't download that one. Shit.
Haha, got him.
Oh,
Yeah,
found it.
I didn't
That's
download
the Daily Double.
I have tried. I started reading through that book. It bored the piss out of me. I could not take it.
I just like the concept. I really like the concept. The details, maybe not so much, but I really like the concept of holding the universe together. I like that.
All right, Frank, you get to go back to back now, my man. Although I did hear people tell me, because I've posted videos about how much I did not like it, and I just couldn't get through it. How they've said that The Gunslinger, which is the first book, like if you could just get past that, or even potentially skip it and go to then it gets really, really good. But yeah, I mean, I remember talking with Buzz about it on the air, and I think I was halfway through the book. And I made the comment about how I'm trudging my way through The Gunslinger, and Buzz was like, "You can." He's like, "You can put it down." He's like, "It doesn't get any better." He's like, "You can just stop reading it." So, all right, Frank, back-to-back picks here, my man. What do you got?
Well, the next one was I was talking about earlier with Frank Dellenberg, The Mist.
The Mist.
The newer one. Yeah, dude, that has probably the most brutal ending to a horror movie you will ever see.
I was gonna say this is. I mean, it's old, so we can spoil it, right?
It's from 2007, 2008.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it yet.
All right, so here's the deal. So we're gonna spoil it. Fast forward, click that fast forward button a couple times if you don't want this. But it's the one where they're in the car, and then they're about to be saved, but they kill themselves seconds before they're saved, right?
Well, no, it's the main character, Thomas Jane. There's only 5 bullets left, but there's 6 people, and they don't think they're going to get out of the mist. They think it goes on forever, so they have to take a straw over who's going to kill everybody. But then the one person remains. He gets the straw, so he has to kill everybody, including his own son, who's 6 or 7 years old. And then right after he does that, the army rolls through and clears the mist out. And it's if he would have waited 5 more seconds, they wouldn't have had to shoot everybody. It's the most brutal ending to a horror movie you'll ever see.
All right, movie 3 for you, Frank.
That's just brilliant, though. That's just such a brilliant ending.
I know a lot of people hate this movie, but as a kid, I always dug Maximum Overdrive because it's like like the most epic level of Stephen King being on coke.
Yeah,
to the
another
point
one I
that
didn't
he even,
download. Congratulations.
to even that he directed it high on coke, and you can tell because that movie is so fucking wild. Oh, but I loved it. Plus the what, you had that one semi with the Green Goblin on the front of it that was just tormenting everybody. That was great.
All right, we're going back to Brandon, your third pick for your Stephen King movie draft.
No, that was gonna be my pick, Maximum Overdrive. So
Woohoo.
that was solid. I'm gonna go with Children of the Corn.
There you
I'll
go.
go with a solid classic.
Children of the Corn. All right, so some honorable mentions here. There's one movie I have to pick because it's actually one of my favorite movies of all time. But we'll go through some honorable mentions. This is 2 weeks in a row now where
Going to
Shawshank
Shawshank.
Redemption should have been picked and wasn't somehow.
I have a question. Did Stephen King, because it showed up on my list, was Running Man a Stephen King?
Yeah,
Okay. It
I did
just
download
didn't
that
seem
one.
Like, yeah, I was about to say, it just didn't seem like that was a Stephen King type. They must have really like done a lot of Hollywood writing to that, because I don't think that there's no way that was like straight Stephen King.
I'm also a little
I mean, he's
surprised
not really credited on here
Yeah,
anywhere either.
nobody's going with Misery.
I thought about it, but I've never seen it. So
No, you don't have to have seen it.
Cheers.
Who cares? It's a lie.
it's a lady that kidnaps a guy and keeps him in the house.
Don't forget Lawnmower Man.
Never
And
seen
that
it.
and those that fantastic CGI that's in that movie.
Yeah, I have seen clips of that.
The lowest rated Stephen King movie on
Langoliers?
Rotten Tomatoes.
Graveyard Shift.
Yeah.
Okay.
We also have Pet Cemetery. This was the original. There was the sequel to The Shining, which is Doctor Sleep. That's got Ewan McGregor in it.
Oh, I didn't even realize
I
it had a sequel.
Yeah, it came out, what, 2-3 years ago?
Yeah, so Ewan McGregor plays the kid from The Shining, as you know, he's grown up.
And he plays a kid again.
And don't forget, Christine.
Christine, the car, yep.
You had,
who Futurama did that episode with
Yep.
Bender.
yep. You also had
That's one
Cujo.
of my favorites.
Cujo.
Yeah, Cujo. I didn't want to bring up Cujo because it's just depressing thinking about a dog losing its mind like that.
Don't forget Carrie.
Yep.
But the one that I'm going with, my third pick. Actually, no, I got one more honorable mention here because this is one that I think it was my first introduction to Damian Lewis. It's called Dreamcatcher.
Yeah, that movie trips me out because it starts off pretty decent and then it just gets weird, man. It's like, I don't know, it lost me halfway through. I remember watching that one. I think I was dating some girl at the time. We watched it together, and like halfway through, we just went, "What the fuck is this about?" Like, they just lost us.
It gets weird. But you got Morgan Freeman,
Yeah.
Thomas Jane, Jason Lee, Damian Lewis, Timothy Olyphant, Tom Sizemore, and Donnie Wahlberg all in this movie. But my third and final pick for the Stephen King movie draft.
1408.
If you have not seen 1408, especially with Halloween right around the corner, put this on your list of movies you got to watch. It is insanely good. John Cusack is brilliant in it. So definitely make sure that you check out 1408. All right, so here are our triple features. Frank has It, The Mist, Maximum Overdrive. Brandon has The Green Mile, The Dark Tower, and Children of the Corn. And I have Stand By Me, The Shining, and 1408.